All right, we're back with some more Dokkan battle. A little bit of a dry period may be coming for this week. We know next week is the Dokkan Festival drop at the end of November. This week, we're not entirely sure, but we could piece together some details onto what we can expect. And this is kind of like I guess, a prediction slash, confirmation of what exactly should be coming this week. We have a good amount of details of what should arrive, not only based off of this update schedule, but based off of the in-game news. So we're going to be talking about all of that today here. Again, based off this. Again, already we had the Super Dragon Ball Heroes crossover campaign here, the 10th anniversary coin collecting campaign, and again, as we continue forward, we'll talk more and more about what's going on here. Now, I just want to bring up Lord Slug celebration. Lord Slug's banner leaves in 3 days at this point. And pretty much his celebration, I didn't actually bring it up here, but his celebration really was only going to last until the 21st ish. Beerus obviously is staying until the 28th, but most of these events are leaving in a couple of days, at least these like timed events, more or less. Besides the ones that are permanently available, of course. I mean, this Slug celebration was not bad overall. We got a good EZA, good super EZA. I would have really liked some sub EZAs. I know a lot of us were hoping out on. I think this physical Slug not getting an EZA is really weird. And Turles not getting an EZA. Even these two, right? I could have seen like this EGO Bojack EZA, but it's just not happening. I wouldn't expect another banner either, because obviously we could see by the hero sales, they end on the 27th, which again, we're thinking pretty much the 28th, 29th, like in this range should be when the next Dokkan Fest actually drops. So it's not like there's going to be like a part 2 LR to the Slug kind of banner going on. They just pushed Heroes up, right? Which is, I think, fine, right? Heroes being early is a good thing as well. But I would have liked a little more content from Slug Celebration. Usually, the celebration at the beginning of at the end of October, my bad, the Halloween Dokkan Fest, essentially. Usually, we don't get too much content from that celebration, though. So that's a thing. And usually, basically a dead week. Pretty much was the week before this week, but Heroes got pushed up, so now might be like these kind of 2 weeks, week and a half until the next Dokkan Fest drops. We do know that there's something coming this week, so of course, like every week, we are getting a data download. There is the Super Saiyan God Trunks burst mode, where you'll be able to get some new like OSTs and stuff like that, of course. So that's a really good thing, getting the Super Saiyan God Trunks burst mode. Something to do. That is coming out on the 20th. So I'm thinking, again, tonight we're gonna get, maybe if there's gonna be any announcements in game, it'll be tonight. Actually, might be on the 19th, actually. If this drops on the 20th, it depends. Actually, yeah, it's probably gonna be on the 19th. Then data download on the 19th. Then it drops 20th. Is all talking Pacific time. So we're not probably even getting to see anything tonight. We might be until Tuesday. It depends. They could do still, if they're gonna drop anything on the 19th, they could still have a reveal tonight and then a data download today, right? Like, it's not like the God Trunks burst mode is like, oh, we have to keep that a secret. We have to wait, So that's not really a thing. And that's pretty much all we know that's coming, except for this next thing right here, which will actually move over here. Quest Dokkan Story and Frieza Dokkan Awakening. So I don't think it was too long ago we got some additional quest stages, but again, based off of the update schedule, there should be a new update to the quest. And this final form Frieza Dokkan Awakening, it says, right? This is an SSR character. We know he's going to be TUR based on the hidden potential system. It's just a TUR, so I would only really expect that. Now, this Frieza is, again, on a lot of teams that I think only Friezas would be on, such as Sworn Enemies is a really good example there. I don't know, maybe this character could be even an exchange card potentially, though. These Dokkan like story cards usually aren't like the kind of like a general like basic character, right? If we go ahead and take a look at literally the where is, like, well, I guess this Bardock, we're not sure what's gonna happen with them. It's a Super Saiyan Bardock. You know, obviously the Trunks and Broly is a big part, right? Like a big, like, what if card. So hopefully, again, these characters like that Bardock and the Frieza will be like that. I assume the Bardock won't Dokkan Awakening, though maybe he could Dokkan Awaken into an LR. Either way, I'm thinking that those stages will come this week. I think that it'll be the perfect time to drop that. Get a TUR for the free-to-play Frieza. I mean, he really wants to be with the Wicked Bloodline. Not really the greatest thing ever, but, you know, Angel Frieza is not the worst on Slug's team now. This guy doesn't even fit Slug's team, though. Inhuman Deeds, yeah, he does. Okay, so I don't know. He maybe could work like as a decent option there. It doesn't really have big bad bosses though. Oh no, he does. Oh wait, actually, no. This guy could cook. This guy could cook. I could see him if he gets a good awakening. There's also talk about the new skill. Now, again, this is in development for 10th anniversary. New skill added, character details, etc. I'm assuming that means that a new skill was going to be added here, but that doesn't necessarily mean the case. I mean, I just because it's the first thing listed here, it could be added in. It could be added at the end of January for the 10th anniversary, right? And it's in development. Now, I think, could this mean that a new skill drops, like with this free-to-play Frieza as a test? Not impossible. Like, imagine this becomes like a Frieza and Cooler like switch card where you switch back and forth. I don't think it's 100% going to be the case, but it would be interesting to see something like that potentially happening. We just have to wait and see. I would not expect it. If they would add a new skill, maybe it would be for the Dokkan Fest at the end of the month, still in November. It might not be added at all. It might just literally be something they're developing. But like, you know, in development for 10th anniversary, they have character details here. I guess it could be character details and a new skill for the 10th anniversary they're developing, which is why there's a 2 there, I guess. Or no, because they have character details. I don't know, man. Whatever. We'll see what happens, right? We'll just have to wait and see. But this is kind of the roadmap, and that's why we know this Frieza Dokkan Awakening is coming. Hopefully he's good. In terms of other contents, I really don't know, guys. There is talks about this, like these EZAs coming, and I think that would make a lot of sense. I think this guy is the oldest character, either him and Interlist, the oldest character in the game without a EZA. That's a TUR character. This Xenotrunks Super Saiyan 1 is also one of the oldest characters there. Toa and Mira got their awakenings not too long ago. Well, I say that, but it's probably been like 3 years. They got their awakenings when the God Trunks batch came out that year. So it would, I think, make sense if they get their awakenings too. I think in Demigra would also count as well. So maybe if they do some crossover kind of EZA, that makes sense. Now, we do know that there's a crossover banner upcoming, so it could be a thing of maybe that's what, because they mentioned in the global news, or for the global banner, where it's right here. Yeah, certain SSR characters are unavailable in the summon event, and that's a lot of the like older Heroes characters. Super Dragon Ball Heroes collaboration characters that appeared in the past are also available, but then certain of them are unavailable. I think like the oldest Heroes characters, I believe they're not on. Yeah, see, characters who belong to crossover roles become available in a summon event. I believe they're not on there. So what I'm thinking is going to happen is, well, it could be 2 things. One, it could be a crossover Dokkan Fest at the end of the month. I'm actually, you know, I like the idea, but I'm not really 100% on it. Because I started thinking about, what if they EZA these characters and bring out like a crossover, like one of those category Dokkan Fest banners, like a crossover Dokkan Festival banner. And then they throw some of these older Heroes characters that weren't on here. Because again, if we take a look here, you see that like it goes to the 2020 characters, but that's all there was unfeatured, only down to the 2020 characters. We're missing the 2019 characters and the 2018 characters, which would be, you know, the Super Saiyan 3 Tech Supreme Kai batch, and then these characters right here. Like, what if they introduce these characters to the standard pool, like the general pool, or just like they're just put in there, right? That would be interesting. And then they end up being on that Dokkan Fest crossover banner, and then over time they start implementing these heroes characters into the general pool. I think that would be awesome. Or I mean, it'd be funny if they're all in the general pool just after the celebration, which is not a 0% chance, considering that it's like we know they're going to easy the hero characters in the future. We don't know how they're going to bring them back. We'll just have to see what they actually do. But like they could easy all these characters plus in Demigra. That could be really cool. Another idea I had is super easy A's. Like, what if it's a super easy A and then they just give all 70 of these characters super easy A's? I would say it's not impossible at this point, because we got a free-to-play super easy A with the Prime Battle Goku. They did not clarify that it had to be summonable LRs, though. When they're announcing it, they said LRs and Dokkan Fest will be able to get super easy A's. These guys aren't like that, but I mean, this Tech Go tank's 50% defense for 6 turns. He has multiplicative stats here. I mean, he could be interesting. Baby Janemba, he can get like he high 50% dodge and then 12% per dodge. Make this 70%, and he's actually could be really good. Ajo Trunks has guard. I mean, just make him guard. I think give him damage reduction when guard's up, right? Pycon wasn't really great. I mean, he debuffs, could be good for Bulma maybe. Darkness Toa also is a debuff for recover dodge. Great support character. She could be, right? I mean, demonic power support character would be sick. This guy, another Super Saiyan 3 character. I mean, they don't change super attack effects, right? So you got to keep that in mind. I mean, he has the damage reduction here. Make it at least 60% for that guy. And then this Boo, I mean, I don't know. He's not demonic power, is he? He is. So like that could be another demonic power character for Slug, dude. I mean, that would be really cool. That would be really cool, right? If they do something like that. I also should bring up the. I wanted to bring up the like Mira and Toa and everything like that. I know Mira's a stacker. Toa's just again a support character, wants to be on a full extreme team. These two are just so old. It's like it doesn't even matter what they do. So we'll see what happens. But again, best case scenario, they come out with I really think that that's going to be the case, because it makes more sense for that to happen rather than like, oh, it's a crossover Dokkan Fest at the end of the month, and then like with that crossover Dokkan Fest, like they bring the heroes units unfeatured or some of these other characters, which again, it's not a 0% chance. But would it not make more sense if they give some like crossover EZAs and then on that like crossover Dokkan Festival banner, like this one, like you know how we got the DB Saga category Dokkan Fest, and then there's like plenty of crossover characters that they could put on like Android 21 or something, right? There's a lot of crossover characters just in general. That could work. That could work really well. But let me know what you guys think. I mean, again, there's a whole speculation like, dude, is Gohan Black coming? You know, Physical Rose was also stated that he's returning soon. He came back on this banner for both Global and GP, and in the banner news it was like, hey, you know, this guy's gonna be returning soon. But they said the same thing for Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, and then Physical Gogeta, and then that, like, where are they at? Like, I assume then they're just gonna be on the Carnival banner, which I guess is fine, because it's like, because on JP, those characters return. Well, when did they return again? Like, okay, I'm gonna look it up real quick, and then we're gonna end the video soon, chat. I just want to make sure. I think it was it not the Tanabata banner? No, they returned on Dang, I have to remember the banner that they return on, because they haven't returned on Global, of course, because of the anniversary. They returned, oh yeah, the worldwide banners, right? And then what happened with the Kai Goku and the Dragon Ball Z, like, you know, Gohan for the 8th anniversary, is that they return on the Omega Shenron banner for Tanabata. So I guess what they could do is they might keep Jiren's banner the same, maybe, and then they will return Gamma 1 and 2, and then Gogeta Blue on the December Divine Carnival, which would then be here. And that would make sense. Because it's like, I don't see another opportunity for them to drop earlier. And then there's no reason for them to put the announcement if they're returning back during the anniversary. Because it's like, okay, well, then you're just announcing that they're going to be back soon in 6 months. Like, that's kind of stupid. Even now, like, well, it's like, I guess being fair, okay. Banners left at the end of September. So if we start from the end of September, it'd be October, 1 month, November, 2 months, and then December would be 2.5 months, essentially, since they last were actually available to be gone. Because, of course, again, if we take a look here, the banner left on October 3rd, right? Even so, that means that starting from October 3rd to now, it hasn't even technically been 2 months since these guys were still available, right? They're not counting it from like the day the banner came out, right? It's the day that they left, I think, is the important thing. But yeah, no, so yeah, I think that makes sense. I like how as I'm recording the video, I just started getting more ideas. Just keep talking. I'm gonna end the video here though. Not much else to say. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Hopefully we get good content. Again, best case scenario, we get these EZAs, the God Trunks thing, the story mode update. You know, if we get a couple of characters and stuff like that, and then even like if instead of the EZAs we get super EZAs for the heroes characters, which I'm not gonna say is possible, but I'm not gonna say is impossible. All right, we'll see. Catch you guys next time.